While the entire world has been distracted by these flashy chatbot wars, Google has quietly built one of the most practical and honestly powerful AI tools of the year. And most people, they have no idea it even exists. Today, we're doing a deep dive into NotebookLM and explaining why it's so much more than just another AI. It's a whole new way to work.
But before we get into what it is, let's talk about the problem it solves. And it's a problem I'm pretty sure every single one of us knows intimately. It's that absolute nightmare of modern research, that chaotic, frustrating process of trying to turn a mountain of information into one single, coherent idea.
I mean, does this look familiar? It should. You're trying to learn something, maybe write a report. You start with just a couple of simple searches, and then bam, it's 3 hours later. You are literally drowning in open tabs, your notes are a complete mess, and your brain just feels totally fried. And that feeling of being completely overwhelmed by all this information, but you've produced nothing of value? That entire exhausting process, we can now officially call that the old way. It's slow, it's inefficient, and as you're about to see, it is now totally obsolete.
Okay, so this is where NotebookLM just completely changes the game. And the first thing you have to understand is that this is not just another chatbot. It's a fundamentally different kind of AI. Think of it as an engine that is specifically designed to work with your private information, not just pulling random answers off the public internet.
So what is it exactly? Well, think of NotebookLM as your personal AI research assistant. You feed it your sources, things like PDFs, meeting transcripts, your own rough notes, and it instantly turns all of that into your own private, intelligent knowledge base. And from there, it can generate entirely new content based only on the stuff you gave it. And here is the huge mistake most people are making with AI right now. They treat it like a slightly better search engine. But using NotebookLM just to ask basic questions, that is exactly like buying a Ferrari and then never, ever taking it out of first gear. This tool wasn't built to crawl through traffic. It was built to do the really heavy lifting and get you where you're going at an incredible speed. This slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? The old way, over there on the left, that's chaos. It's all manual labor, juggling tabs, endless copy-pasting, hours of formatting. But the new way, on the right, that's all about automation and intelligence. It pulls all your knowledge into one single hub. It gives you instant synthesis and one-click outputs. This is not just a small improvement, it's a complete transformation of your workflow.
And this is where that whole engine idea really comes to life. See, NotebookLM isn't just for doing research, it's a full-on content engine. The idea is so simple, but it's absolutely revolutionary. You take one single source document and you automatically multiply it into an entire ecosystem of content.
And the process itself could not be simpler. It's literally 2 steps. First, you upload your source material, a research paper, a sales deck, a video transcript, whatever you've got. Second, you just tell it what you want to create and you click a button. That's it. All the hard work, all the complexity is handled for you.
So from that one single upload, you can generate an absolutely incredible variety of assets. Let's just run through what that actually looks like.
Instantly, you can get a narrated video to summarize the key points, a full slide deck ready for a presentation, a shareable infographic that's perfect for social media, a deep research report, a set of flashcards for studying, and even an interactive quiz to test what you've learned. Think about that. 6 unique, valuable assets, all born from that one original source.
Okay, now let's talk about another part of this that is a complete game changer: the design. NotebookLM is basically your own automated design studio. And that means you can create polished, professional-looking visual content without needing any design skills at all.
There's this common fear with AI-generated content that it's going to look, well, generic or cheap. But that is absolutely not the case here. The infographics, the slide decks, they look clean, they look professional, and they look polished, like they came from a design agency, not an algorithm.
This slide really shows the magic, right? You have these simple inputs creating incredibly complex outputs. You can give it a high-level idea like a 30-day guitar roadmap, and it doesn't just give you back text, it builds an entire visually polished slide deck. A simple ask for 5 tips becomes a ready-to-share social media infographic. This is just a massive force multiplier for your ideas.
And for those of you who are doing seriously deep work, the scale here is just incredible. The premium version can handle up to 600 different sources in a single project. I mean, imagine feeding it an entire library of research, hundreds of PDFs, articles, and books, and having all of that instantly synthesized and ready to be turned into brand new content. So when you put it all together, what does this actually add up to? Well, it's a fundamental shift in what we might call the speed of knowledge. The goal isn't just about finding information faster anymore, it's about transforming that information into real, usable assets almost instantly.
This quote right here, it gets to the absolute heart of the matter. For decades, the problem hasn't been finding sources. We are drowning in information. The real bottleneck has been wasting countless hours doing all that manual work that an AI agent can now do in just a few minutes. That is the problem NotebookLM was built to solve.
So what this means for you personally is huge. This is like having an entire research department without the hiring, a design studio without the expensive software, and a content team without all the overhead. It is literally about compressing weeks of frustrating work into just a few productive minutes.
So we'll leave you with this thought. Whether you're a student, a creator, or a business owner, your work is built on content and knowledge. In the past, the big challenge was just creating it. The new challenge is simply this: how fast can you build it? NotebookLM really does represent the new speed of knowledge.